Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. I'm in my truck because I'm up at the local campground doing laundry. I don't do laundry outside by hand at this time of the year because it's too cold. And we are having our January weather now for some weird reason. And it's only November. I've been seeing a lot of those funny shaped clouds that are just stripes going through the sky. You know, the ones that aren't really clouds. Wonder if that has something to do with it. I could be wrong. I'm just asking. I'm wondering. That's all. Not making a statement. Anyways, I'm so excited. And I know this doesn't sound like much to many, but I did my first trade yesterday. And it's funny because my son and I were talking about this recently, about how some people are doing bartering and trading. And I was telling him in this area where I live, a lot of people do it. And this was, something very casual. I told you guys the other day I had 2 tires put on the passenger side, 2 brand new tires. And yesterday morning, I contacted the place where I get my tires and I told them, I said, after the holidays, I want to have the other 2 on the driver's side replaced, but I can't do them at the same time. I have to do them one at a time because this is just too damn expensive. So I get in my truck to come here to do laundry, and I'm actually hearing air hissing out of my tire. I've never heard that before, and I'm thinking, that's no small little hole. So I contacted the place where I do my tires again, and she says, well, bring it in, we'll look at it, and hopefully it's just like a leak in the valve or something like that, and we can fix it. That was my hope, but I really doubted it. So anyways, a neighbor of mine, I can't change a tire. I can barely move a tire. It's so heavy. I have 18-inch tires too, so they are heavy. Anyways, he came over in horrible weather to put my spare on that tire. And of course, he tells me it's not repairable. There's an actual slice in the tire. I probably hit barbed wire somewhere. I really doubt somebody sliced my tire. Nobody here knows me well enough to hate me, I think. Anyways, I was so excited because I was made aware, is before I ever needed his help, that he's the type of person who likes to do trades. There are a lot of people here who like to trade things for services or other things. And he did not ask for payment, but, while he was getting the tire off, I asked him, I was like, what do I have that I could give him, as a trade? And I thought, well, I've done a lot of canning lately. So I asked him if he liked jam. He didn't like jam. I thought, okay, well, what about bread and butter pickles? I think I'm out of my dill pickles. And he goes, oh, yeah, I like those. I said, oh, great. So I got a can out for him. And then it ended up, he was having trouble getting the spare out from under the bed of the truck because I was missing a part to the tool you need to bring that tire down. So that was a big fiasco and it's horrible. I mean, the wind was atrocious and it was freezing cold. So I'm thinking, what else could I give him? I said, do you like chili peppers? And he goes, sort of. He goes, but I don't like to cook. I said, oh, no. I said, these I canned and they're in brine, so they're ready to go. And he went, oh, okay. So I gave him a jar of my pickles and a jar of my chili peppers as a trade for help, his services. And I was so excited. I'm really, I like this way of doing business. I know you can't do it everywhere. I'd like to do it as much as I possibly could. And it's like, well, what do I have to offer? I am an artist, so I have that. I'm a psychic medium, but I have to put that on hold for right now. So I can't really trade that. But, for anybody who'd be interested in that in the future, when I get back to doing that, I could offer that. And then maybe somebody needs some bread. I could bake bread because I got that down pat at a high elevation. I finally got it, so my bread's coming out good. Stuff like that. Maybe baked goods because I'm good. Those are the things I'm good at. And I think if we all think hard enough, we all have things we can offer our community. And we can't trade. And yes, I know the elites, they don't like this. Because when we start trading our goods, our services, our abilities and talents, they lose control of us. But that's a good thing. I can't understand these people who want the governments and the elites. I hate calling them elites because it makes them sound better than we are. And no, we're better. We are better than they are. We don't go around trying to control, most of us don't control people. We want to all live our own lives freely. And this is a way to do it. And unfortunately, it can't be done all the time. But I am looking forward to a future, and, I'm 58. I don't know if it'll happen in my lifetime, but I see it gradually coming, where we're more self-sufficient. We are self-sufficient. And we work within our own community. We self-govern our own community. We police our own community. There was a time, I remember when I was young, a child, if you were a police officer, maybe it was before I was born, right before, you had to live in the community that you worked. We need to go back to that. We need, not have official police, but police, some type of our own self-policing for our community. But having that ability to trade and barter amongst our community is very, very important. I mean, there are certain things that are specialty things that could be harder. But when an older woman like myself, who has trouble maneuvering a tire that size, knows she can't change that tire, and somebody does it for her, has the ability to do it, the equipment to do it. I have a jack, but his was a much better quality and easier. I could give something as a trade. Because money, if you think about it, has no value. I mean, the US dollar really doesn't have any value anymore. And it's nothing but, well, excuse my French, a fucking piece of paper. That's all it is. And we do trade it for services. But when we're using a fiat money system, whether it be a piece of paper, tangible, or what I like to call invisible, online, we can be controlled and regulated. That's what regulations are. By those, the upper echelon, those at the top who want to control us. Okay, we need to get rid of that. Okay, we are very capable creatures. When you know who you truly are, outside of this body, when you know your personality, you know spiritually who you are, you're like, what the hell? I'm better than that. I'm capable. I could take care of myself. I'm self-sufficient. And what I can't do, another capable, loving human being can help me with. And it felt good to trade with this person. It was the first time I did it. I've been wanting to do it. I moved to the perfect area for it. I'm very excited about it. I think we need to start considering doing business that way as much as we possibly can, especially amongst our own community. I think we need to really start giving that some thought. It worked well for me. I think it's the key to our freedom. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. Get back to my laundry. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.